Okay, no recording, no recording. We're gonna actually do this. I'm gonna focus, and we're gonna do this. Let it rain on me. Sometimes things don't work out the way they're supposed to. I thought that I was going to get a fresh start after moving here, finally experience what it's like to be a teenager, hang out with friends, do stupid shit, and get in trouble for it. So much more. What I wanted most of all out of this is to finally start my own life. I wanted to finish school, go wherever the fuck I felt like, and never look back on the shit stain that was my childhood. Also, I want to point something out about that demo. In the demo, Anon's dad has like a cross hanging from his fucking rearview mirror. Like, listen, I get that Snoot game is very Christian coded, but for fuck's sake, that does not work in this setting at all. That's just weird, man. Oh, like, it barely works in Snoot game setting, because Anon's dad is not that religious as far as we can tell. Like, a cross in the rearview mirror. Like, I'm fine if he has, like, a cross somewhere in the car, but hanging there like a fucking air freshener is a whole other matter. That's just the goofy part, man. And now, for some reason, I know that's never gonna happen. It's a shame, too. What do you mean, a shame? You had, like, a 1 year of good living. The stars are beautiful out tonight, glittering diamonds across a canvas of midnight blue, and the moon shining high above. Anon hugging his Dai Makura of Tanya the Evil. I love the aesthetics. I'm not... Anon cannot escape the accusation. Not escaping the allegations. If Anon does not make out with Reed, I'm going to be mildly disappointed. Like, you gotta do it not because Reed is gay, but because it is such... Like, listen... Right? I feel like Anon is the kind of person that if you want to, you could write him in the weak-willed kind of mindset, where he gets talked into it, and he immediately realizes that he's just being a big fucking idiot, and then Reed laughs it off. I could see that happening. Like, Anon's like, what if I am gay? Like, with all these weird people around me, what if the real reason is that I just want to kiss a guy, and he does it, and he's like, ugh, fuck, that's gross. Ah, it's a good comedy bit. Anon cannot compete with Nick. At best, he gets roped into a throuple. Sorry, man. Beans are down. Reed is dating Alvin, not Nick. Ugh, I can't believe you don't know the deep lore, man. Show up in my stream. The ocean hangs beneath it all. How does something hang beneath it all? Separated by me for by a couple of feet of damp sand. The waves consume the horizon as far as I could see. Sea spray and shadow blending together in nothingness. I would like to point out that while this is somewhat better written than most, you're not making any metaphor happen. There's nothing being described here, metaphorically speaking. You're just being flowery with your language. It failed me. Arthur Kid Boys, I'm sorry, man. You're going to have to be put in the timeout for 2 seconds. Actually, how short of a timeout can I do? I can do 10 seconds! I smite thee! For 10 seconds! Zap! Oh shit, I forgot that deletes all the messages. Whoops! Oh, and it also makes it look like I posted something. Yeah! Why does that delete everything? Shit. Well, on the plus side, it should all still be visible on the... Can I... Hold... Jesus Christ, get out of the way, little window. Can I not revert the message from being deleted? No! Why are you like this, YouTube? Why are you like this? Also, I love that Arthur Kitten Boy Wife always uses the cat emoji. If only because I like the cat emoji. It's just so silly. Anyway, I get the flowery language, but you're just purple prosing, man. You need to describe a vibe or feeling or an environment or an emotion or like the theme of your story, not just like, the sea is flowery. Like, whenever I get fancy with a scene, I try to make it sound like the character's trying to tell you something, right? Like, describe the distance between people because they're isolated. Describing the fact that the ocean looks endless, but their lives are so short. That kind of stuff. The senator is, I need to focus. I've been staring out at the water for fuck knows how long. The air is cool, but the glowing bonfire dry... Okay, hold up. We're in like a quiet, contemplative scene. But we're not alone. Who is we? I guess you and the fire. And I'll just make out already with the fire. There's others who are hanging around the fire with me, their bodies illuminated by the shifting firelight. 8 in total. 4 on either side of me, ringed about, why not around? They're there, but it's like encountering something underwater. The blurry, hard to make out. Just kiss already! And though they're speaking to each other, everything is muffled. I can hear the murmur of water against the sand as it rushes and recedes. I hear the crackling stir of firewood shifting in the rocks near me. Such as them. I gave up on listening some time ago. I have a question for you. Where the fuck did Goodbye Volcano High's team get the fucking firewood from? Like, I know that's like a really minor detail, but they live in a coastal town with modern electricity. Why do they have firewood? Whose firewood is this? Or did they bother lighting driftwood? Jesus. Listen, it's just a thing, it's just frizz logic, okay? It's not that important, but... What do you think? The first voice besides me rocks my own world, cutting through the quiet of the beachside. It's not quiet. You literally just described the stir of the firewood and the water. It's not quiet. Oh, try like a knife. Also, these people are fucking talking. I twist my head to look at the direction they came from. The figure that's been standing at my right side looked me dead in the eye. Something about them is less smudged, clear, more corporeal. Clear most of all are their eyes. Dried driftwood is good for burning. Sand usually dries it out. Really? I don't know. They hold the same shine as the fire in front of us all. I always felt that driftwood would be like very wet. Because it's near the fucking ocean. You are a part of this too, Anon. Okay. Question. Who in the Goodbye Volcano Highcast would say Anon? And who would say Anon? Not going off of his name being said, but purely off of seeing his name on paper. It's a book. Hardcover wrapped. Oh my god, it's the fucking... We're doing the... yeah. Listen, I get it. I get that this is part of Goodbye Volcano High. To an extent. But again... The core plot is that Fang does not want to leave high school and their high school friends and their high school friendships and their high school life behind. They are afraid of what comes afterwards because it feels like their parents have abandoned them and their friend is about to abandon them and their career isn't taking off as they wanted to. The point behind the book is to emblify that. Rosa would call him Anvon. Like, Anon should not be dropping the fucking book. Now, you can say that you can rewrite the story so that he should be the one dropping the book, but it just feels weird at that point. Like, at that point, you're dealing with a whole separate cast. It's your decision, the figure tells me. They rest a hand upon my forearm and give me a light squeeze.
What's it gonna be, Anon?
They know my name, but I don't know theirs. I'm really bad at introductions. I forgot to ask their name and I didn't listen. I know the vibe, Anon. I know the vibe. Who are you? I try to say the word, but nothing comes out. The rest of the room may well not exist anymore. The book in my hands, the others by the fire, the beach and the ocean and the night. It's all secondary as I look into their eyes. Hey there, Anon. The more I look into those amber pools, the more a word starts to surface in my head. A word that crawls from my lips. Fuck! Man, we're having a rousing episode. Avon. Avon's a cute name though. I'm okay with it. What the hell's going on here? Who the hell is this? Oh, hold up. I'm having a weird one. Who the heck? Shit, stream remote's online. Yeah, but I'm not in his server. Who the fuck is this? Isn't it weird when you like know a guy through a guy? Ugh. Oh shit, this is some cringe ass shit. Ooh. So I should call him Lab Rat because he eats. Get this out of here. The cry escapes me as my world is rocked violently beneath me. Didn't it start off on that? I feel like I already mentioned that. Oh well. My eyes shoot open and I'm blinded by the sheer brightness of the sunlight violently assaulting my eyes. Man, you're violently twice. My assaulting my corneas with all the intensity of a hate crime. What the fuck does that even mean? Also, hold up. We can't have Anon saying things like the intensity of a hate crime. Anon is flippant about that shit. When the hell did it get so bright out? The metaphorical assault is joined by a literal one as knuckles rap against the side of my head. I wince, leaning away from the contract. Actually, I know a way to make the Anon scene work, where like Anon is this weird, too right-wing for this world kind of guy. You know, talking over the interdimensional internet with alt-rights on our world, whereas in his world none of that applies. It's like, make Pangea great again. It's like, what fucking immigrants, Anon? It's one fucking country! There are no immigrants! Move where, Anon? The sea? But like the whole point is that his family is basically socially ostracized for not doing something, so they send him away to do something, you know? Like, oh yeah, we solved Anon's little problem, he's over there now, you can stop talking about him, you know? But again, that still plays into the idea that like the left are a bunch of fucking spiteful assholes, and you don't want to write the story like that because that fundamentally makes Anon right, and that's not the point, because if he's right, then you don't actually have a story anymore. I'm trying to write it from Goodbye Volcano High's angle, not from Anon's angle. So, like, I know I'm probably taking this way too seriously, but that is the kind of thing you gotta think about. The metaphorical sojourn by literal as knuckles rap against the side of my skull. Hey, Anon, how you doing? Oh, shit, I can't rap right now. My brain's too slow. Anon is a look of Mr. What the fuck is Mr. Creosote? Anon must suffer this. Yes, Anon must suffer. The guy's literally the fucking butt of many jokes. I winced, leaning away from the contact. Language.
Language.
A gravelly voice all too familiar growls to me.
You better knock that shit off by the time we get it. You need to make a good impression. I'm sorry, Dad.
I mumble as I bring my hands up to my face. One scratches the side of my noggin. He just love-tapped with the flat of his hand. I thought he What the fuck do you mean? He literally hit you with his knuckles, not his hand. While the other rubs between my eyes, trying to clear the crust he's impairing my vision. The wonderful haze of sleep, so rudely interrupted by whatever the hell that was, quickly gives away as I start to recollect my current situation. I'm sitting in the passenger seat of my dad's Ford Bronco. Jesus. And for a couple of hours now, past that as I was, blah blah blah. He's basically in the car. It's warm. Every single goddamn fic has to start off with the characters mentioning that it's warm. Okay, I'm gonna do something because I want some clarity on this. Oh, I can't. Oh shit, I can't use this. Hold up. Oh, he's not in there, so I don't know who the fuck this is. Damn! I'm beset with a mystery in the middle of everything. Anyway, the wonderful haze of sleep. Backpack jammed between his legs. Back seat laid out. Duffel bag or two, McDonald's paper bag. You know, I'll give you this much. You're actually describing a piece of shit car, so hey. That's from showing, not telling. I appreciate that in this very short amount of time we've already established everything that most people already know about Anon, but hey, fuck it, man. Dad's seething about something. Yeah, your dad's seething about the fact that, you know, didn't win the lottery again. Hard to tell what these days. His bushy brows are furrowed. The wispy thing he calls a mustache. Dude, be nice to your dad. A scraggly goatee. Ugh. Boomersaurus. Mom Clay's used to have long hair and I was as bald as me. Dude, how the fuck did you get more bald? Your dad. The paddle must have knocked me out of alignment. God, the roads here suck. That's what knocked me awake.
I was about to wake you up regardless. We're almost there.
He waves a hand towards the windshield, pointing out the city in the distance. We're on a bridge over the sea right now, moving steadily with the flow of traffic. A collection of suburbia and business sectors jutting out just out of the middle, right down the middle of the skyline, growing larger, more dominant as we creep nearer. A myriad of traffic signs swarm overhead, giving dozens of different warnings for upcoming turnoffs. Man, I'm turned off by that, as we're approaching land once more. All of them give way to a massive one that stretches over the entire length of the bridge. Welcome to Bonus Game, and Caldera Bay. The huge bold letters are filled with a college bright, colorful images. Jesus Christ, it's a fucking highway! I thought those signs were beside the road, not over it. Styled in the facsimile of a 50s greeting card. That's an odd thing to choose for an environment that is specifically about a bunch of woke kids. The fucking 50s. The view is beautiful, and it's not the first time I've seen it before. When I was determined this was going to be the spot of my exiles, my parents and I took a trip down to scope out the area. Yeah, I remember reading this. And I was like, hey, let's take a look. We did it a second time to get a feel for the apartment they had chosen for me to move into. I like how you just went down here like several fucking times like that. It's really weird. Because in the OG it felt like everything was a bit slapdash, and this way more intentionality behind it. And those two times didn't faze me as much. It was just like little vacations in a way. Now the side of Oak Caldera, sprawl made me filled with a weird sort of dread. Yeah, man, I got that feeling too when I had to move out of the house. It's just how it goes. This time I was staying. This time it's for realsies. It's for real life, kids. It's for real life. Quiet the car right, but the radio's off. Men tend to turn off the radio when they're lost. Why aren't you listening to music? See for yourself. Yeah. S. ABs. Did it that for nearly an hour now. I'm surprised it didn't wake you up when it started happening. It's implied that the radio disturbances aren't that bad. Until, like, right after the meteor shows up. Like, been like that for an hour is a lot. But maybe it's worse because it's actually using a radio instead of, I don't know, local broadcasts. Dad shook his head as he kept speaking. GPS crapped out too. Tuna box in the alignment. You'd be surprised. Oh, it's Dodger Hellhole. Oh shit. That's one of those. Which just, I don't know, man. Like, I kind of prefer that Anon's parents are neutral, right? You can fill in the gaps as you wish. Having Anon's dad actually be a racist asshole doesn't work for me because it makes Anon's racism different, you know? It colors in his own personal perspective on things too much. Like, by just having them be blank slates over there, you get away with a lot more. Implication was clear. Didn't sleep too well, doesn't matter. What would they need to talk about to begin with? Doesn't we get to pursue conversation in spite of it? So basically, no one wants to fucking talk. I appreciate that we're spending this many fucking pages on no one's talking. Like, I understand it, but if it's supposed to be this big meaningful moment, then you gotta dress it up a little more. And I'm gonna go tell this... I'm just gonna ignore this. Main arteries in the city, red brick buildings, mixed with more modern architecture. Probably count the amount of stories I met before. Yeah, it's a lot more. It's not that I said their kind and theirs don't get along. That's a subject covering just about every single history class I've had before. Rock bottom situated up north. It's too cold! Something that I will deal with well. By Volcano Heights implied that the dinosaurs aren't really, like, biologically all that different from humans. Like, their diets and biology are never really called into question. Because it's not about that. It's using the dinosaurs as a backdrop for the asteroid. And now I think me and Dad may be the only humans in the whole city. Talk about a gentrified neighborhood. The sidewalks and venues you ride past are full of scales, feathers, and crests. I tried to go for a similar vibe with the new verse, because Anon is basically on, like, the, in the new verse, there's Lesser Pangaea and Greater Pangaea, and Greater Pangaea is mostly dinosaurs. Culturally speaking, it'll change over time, but during Anon's, it's like, you know, there's a whole point to, like, everything is about scale care and feather stuff, you know. How to polish your beak. Things that Anon doesn't need and doesn't understand. To create that dissonance of being out of place, there's no, I like monkey care. Sidewalks and venues, blah, blah, blah. Raptors and hadrosaurs. I fucking hate this shit. How the hell do you know the difference between all of these, Anon? You've never met them. Different from one another. A large shadow glance over the car. Try to catch how it could be. Oh! Oh, we're keeping the... So, in Goodbye Volcano High, it doesn't really get brought up all that much, but it's pretty much confirmed that you can... that the winged ones can fly, and they need a license, and I don't like that very much, because it fundamentally fucks with the logistics of a setting. Like, the biology doesn't get addressed so much, so that when it does, and it does make Naser's wing thing actually significant, unlike in Snoot game, where it might as well not be a thing. Like, it should have been his arm or his leg. Because if they can't fly, who fucking cares, right? It's a limb you don't even need. Stronger than humans, faster humans, tougher than humans, God gave them other gifts, huh? Used to have technology in our favor, so we gave them that too, and now we're second class by comparison. What are you, fucking werewolves from Werewolf the Apocalypse? Need to be... Ah, I like this. Listen, I feel this would have been a way better one than anything else. It's like, just the intention of telling someone to be careful because of the racial composition or area is just such a detail. To make someone really sound like a racist asshole. Especially since what Anon's seeing is, like, people laughing and living and grinning, and he's like, Anon, be careful. They're gonna teach you joie de vivre. No son of mine is gonna be smiling. He Besides, before I can respond to him, I head to the road. He works his jaw. New school. I've been meeting the landlords afterwards, getting your new stuff moved in. Apartment ready to go. By the time you're out of class, then you're on your own. You think? I kind of like this perspective shift, you know, like, Anon's mumbling this, but we're not calling attention to it, like that other fucking fic does every fucking line. But I kind of like that his dad is kind of calling him out, like, yeah, if you're ungrateful, it would seem like you're alone, huh? Like, I know he's probably actually a shithole, but it's a perspective you could take. Looking out the window once more, we started to peel away from the heart of the city, moving swiftly down the road. Start to see the ocean again, blah, blah, blah. Volcano High, the marble-colored, T-shaped building. 3 stories high and covered in swaths of plant overgrowth. The very name across the front. A large analog clock. Man, who can read those things nowadays? Close to 10 in the morning, because for some reason Goodbye Volcano High School start at 10. Hello. Yeah, that stairway is so goddamn weird. Why isn't it just a ramp? Where's my wheelchair accessibility, huh? And girded with columns. I gotta gird my... Planters, blah blah. They're the only souls present. Looking at the monkeys. You're both apes, buddy. Growing sense of nausea. It's really weird that you would even go with the concept of monkey. When, monkey is an actual subspecies. It works for us because we are apes, and there are no monkey humans. But if there are monkey humans, I don't think that would work anymore. In the way that it's intended to. Growing sense of nausea hits the bottom of my gut. First day of the rumor mill. Classes start soon. We'll spare minutes besides will be the last time we get to talk before, well, a while. Sure, your mom thrilled about that. Wow, Anon. Why do you even mumble your lines if you're just gonna say that to your dad's face? I feel like Anon wouldn't do that considering everything that happened. Like, considering how... Wait a minute, I have one more question, but first off, considering how Anon, like, begs his parents to go out here, it's really weird that Anon would be ungrateful about it, because it is technically all his fault. So, like, they don't have to, really. They're not obliged to. It's like, live with it, buddy. But one thing I really like, that I think, that I have a question about, sorry. The question I have is, how the fuck does Anon's background play into any of this? Because in Snoot game, they ultimately used it as another reason for Anon and Fang to hang out. I don't think Volcano High is the kind of class to laugh about that stuff, considering there's quite a few characters that seem to be interested in anime, video games, or otherwise. Like, I don't think you could pull... Like, I feel Anon would be like, what, you're all okay with this? And they're like, yeah. And Anon would be like, well, what the fuck? I feel like that would be the better story, right? If someone tries to expose Anon. But who would do that? Who would think that would work? Like, you have to play it straight. Like, Anon confesses to it, and everyone's like, why is that such a big deal? And he's like, what do you mean, why is it a big deal? I'm like, yeah, it's not a big deal, Anon. Everyone here likes cartoons and animes and stuff, so what the fuck? What's your problem, buddy? Is my chat frozen? No one's saying anything anymore. I'm so alone. I'm so lonely. Looked heaven and earth to make this little second chance of yours a reality. Nothing about this was easy. I mean, getting a house put together and a school transfer and everything, I can't imagine this was easy at all. Except the part where you get rid of me. After all, easier to get away from home than dealing with my screw-ups, right? What are you trying... Look, what actually happened? Are we doing a different kind of twist? Because the core twist does not make sense for his parents to be this kind of involved with. It was your fault. Oh, yeah, okay, so it is just the same fucking plot, huh? Well, those kids didn't write, but you and you alone posted that shit online, son. I like how his dad both understands the concept of posting shit online and getting doxxed for it. I appreciate this man's up to date on the latest shit, you know? Actually, considering Anon's age, his dad might have been around during the summer that never ends. I appreciate that Anon's just getting deflated, but I don't know, is this even Anon at this point? Like, Anon calling his parents out, being defiant about this, doesn't work. We're being a little weird with him. Being a little fast and loose. None of this is easy, son. His voice is softer now. Like it or not, this is the fresh start you're getting. The second best chance, and the last one, too. Looking at the little train wreck a dozen times before. Just listen to me one last time, I'm not finding you on. The circumstances aren't ideal, far from it, but I take no pleasure in shipping my boy to some featherback shithole. Damn. If the story might actually, like, I don't know how to work with this, man. Fuck. I think a story you could build out of this is that Anon is as racist as his dad. Like, the racism is dual, but you need to have Anon be a racist. And the whole story is kind of him finding out that he's just being wrong about this, and the interesting irony of the people that cared about him the most are the found family and the people that he was discriminating against them. I don't know, there's something there. I don't know what to think, man. It's weird for Anon to not be the racist man in the room. Because even in Snoot game, like, it was kind of him and Trish, right? It was mostly him and Trish. It kind of Ripley. But Ripley also saw a poor-ass motherfucker. But, like, it really was just him and Trish. So it's really, I don't know. We're doing things that I don't like. That I feel you need to pay off. He sucks at a breath with clenched teeth, and he sighs it out. Maybe this will do some good. Maybe the independence. I like that. I like that a lot, that he's, like, hanging on a word. Maybe we cottage you too much, I don't know anymore. Middle deal, college or the military? College or the military. I don't know one of those things for you, Anon. Can't you get the military to pay for college? There's some good things about this place. You goes to the bare minimum back home, but if you apply yourself here, you might be able to make it. I never got the impression that Volcano High in Caldera Bay was like an especially prestigious school. Like in Snoot game, it's implied to be, but here it's very much not implied to be especially good. Except for the fact that Fang's parents are implied to be kind of loaded. Like, these people live pretty plushly, all things considered. Like, Reed has a whole garage to himself. Like, damn, these kids live nice. And Trish's room isn't half bad either. So maybe it is. Maybe it is. Or maybe it's a standard for the world. We just don't know, because no world building got done, and I always get mad about that. This isn't a punishment. It's an opportunity to, I don't know. But if you come home and you're not racist, I'll be so pissed. School full of meteor dodgers? Not fucking likely. There we go. My silence is my answer to him. He waits for me as we speak, glances down at the clock. We're out of touch. We're out of time. And then he moves on. Isn't it ironic that the racist man who's racist against dinosaurs drives a Bronto? Goodbye, son. Aw, man. Text us later, we get to the apartment so we know you didn't get kidnapped. Again, I feel like you could pull off a real good comedy bit here where, like, his dad is all suspicious about everything, and then Anon shows up and it's all, like, cool kids. All, like, the wimpiest ass motherfuckers, and Anon's the toughest guy around. That's just funny. That's a good comedy routine. You can make a little mod out of for an hour or two. Where Anon solves everyone's problems by being the one who's most willing to actually talk about shit. God damn, that's so lame. It's perfect. There he goes. Yeah, that moment where it finally sinks in that everything's the way it is. Which means we can actually switch this on. Teenage traffic. Nah, I want to go with hollowed holes. Yeah! Anyway, the raptor pack's gone. Walk around the white pavement. Verdant green grass. Doesn't verdant just mean green, though? Hold up. I'm pretty sure verdant just means grass. Green, right? Verdant is green in tint or color. Ugh. Get this tautology pleonasm out of here. It's probably a tautology, actually. I always need to look this shit up. Yeah, tautology is a repetition. What's a pleonasm? That's the same fucking thing. God damn it. Doesn't matter. A perfect verdant grass would work. Hell yeah, baby. Baby steps. Leave the library parking lot behind. Listen, man, I spent a lot of time figuring out the geography of the school. Because I'm like that. But come on, man. It doesn't matter. Verdun is red after the Germans and French left it. Man, there's like a whole bunch of poison out there in the mustard gas mine somewhere. The less people I have to talk to, the better. Oh no, oh no, it's hot! The weather is. Rock bottom's fairly chilly. Yeah, that's why there's no dinosaurs there, Bingus. I will say that for all the things about Volcano High, it does genuinely look very sweaty. Like, those dinosaurs are somehow pulling through. How the fuck Fang wears black is a miracle. Really shows how heat resistant those dinos are. It's never not going to bug me how varied they are. Just pick a color, man! I catch a few mutters of human as I scale the stairway. I didn't even know decided those things to saying. Again, I want to point one thing out. I got one requirement. One requirement. As far as we know, as far as we can tell, considering the amount of students at Volcano High that are like LGBT, the school student body and the teachers cannot be involved with this business. Because I'm pretty sure both of them are on this team. We can't go that way. We just can't. I mean, it is possible that like every single one of the LGBT is concentrated entirely in Fang's little friend group. It's never pointed out, but it could be. Because at that point, you do have like a decent... But they're all in senior year, which is weird when you think about it. There's got to be more. Anyway, embrace the soldier against the front door. It's heavy. Man, this door's so heavy. Apparently in this, Anon comes from like up north, so almost like Canada. There's no dino name for Canada like Mexico. Aw, man, there's no cool name for that? I thought there was. There'd be. You know, I forget which fic did this one with Anon Century Overload looking at the super... What? An overload? Come on. It's crammed full of students. Why is this school so full of students? What are they doing here? Little bright blue eyes and violet bangs. Who the fuck is this? I like how this guy wears a thick jacket. You gonna go in, dude? You gonna go in, dude? No, wait. Let's give him Hermaeus Mort. I'm going to go in, dude. The speech is slow. Oh, it's a lady. Excuse me. Reeve. Could be. Yeah, I think it is. The faintest sense of a skunky smell. Time to walk to look into this random stoner. I like how Anon's fucking girl alarm goes off with a dinosaur stoner, even though he's a racist asshole. And also, very much freaking the fuck out. Now's the time to be horny! Yeah, sure, sorry. What a dingus. Why the fuck would she cock a brow? She's stoned out of her mind. Stonosaur is the first person to notice me in this building, but she wasn't the last. Well, she was technically outside of the building since you were in the way, so... Again, the writer was writing things he doesn't understand. It gets a point for making Anon autistic. Hold up. You can explain that while I go to the bathroom. And when I get back, I will read your comment and we'll go to the next part. Because I kind of was expecting to be a good way through a chapter or two in Living Memories, you know.